Despite having an okay start against the Cavaliers, Anthony Davis is facing the wrath after scoring only 2 points in the second half of the game. He managed to get 17 points in the first, but we're not sure what went down in the second since he completely disappeared. And after suffering such a terrible defeat to the Cavs, Lakers fans are hopeless as the team struggles to make its mark. Keep watching for more. First up, where did he go?
Second half, again, shots don't go down. A few turnovers happens.
Not sure about you, but we're experiencing deja vu right now. Remember when Anthony scored 20 points in the first half and finished the game with 22 points? Well, he's done exactly that against the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had 17 points in the first half, and after playing the remaining 24 minutes, he ended the game with 19 points and 1 assist. Where did he go? And it wouldn't have been as bad if he had a couple of more assists or maybe rebounds, but we saw nothing. If you can't score buckets, then at least make some plays, right?
We have to continue to fight, and that can't change. Continue to be competitive. That can't change no matter.
But Anthony was MIA. We even forgot he was playing at one point since he had absolutely no impact on the game. And when you think about it, this could have been that one game where he turned it all around. He's been struggling to regain his original dominance, which we once saw back in the 2020 bubble. But just imagine if he had added another 15 or 20 points in the second half of the game as well. An odd 30 to 35 points with a couple of assists to end the game would have meant Anthony Davis is officially back. But what did we get? 2 points and an assist. We're not going to try to sugarcoat things and say it's a good sign because the Lakers have only won 2 games this season coming out of 10 losses. Someone please remind us again, wasn't Davis supposed to be the guy to fix things? Next, in his prime.
Austin Reeves with his floater on its way. Oh! AD! Throw it down! One hand!
Anthony Davis is literally in his prime right now. He's 29 years old and has experience playing against some of the biggest names in the league. So when he disappears for 2 whole quarters, it's just really hard to digest. Not only is he battle-tested, but the fact that we know how good he is just makes watching him like this so much more difficult. Even if we go back like 2 years, if Davis had 17 points in the first half, you could bet everything he's finishing the game with 30 points or more. He was just that good. Davis was drafted back in 2012, which means he's been around for more than a decade now. If he's putting on these magical disappearing acts after being around for 10 long years, then we don't know what to say. He has too much experience under his belt, and like we said before, if he's having trouble getting to the basket, the least he could do is make plays so his team actually registers a W. But being out of the game for 24 minutes is just astonishing. We don't even expect a rookie to be out of the game for a full half. This is easily his worst game of the season, and being Lakers fans, we're hoping it stays like that. The last thing we want to see is Davis go missing again, costing LA a crucial game, leading to an even more horrifying record. Moving on, running out of options.
Anthony Davis, 7 points, and he gets the steal. This is what he can do, the big, long stride.
While the fans continue to run out of patience, the front office is running out of options. They've been holding on to Davis in the hopes of seeing the dominant athlete return to his original godlike form. But with that not happening for the longest time now, they might just consider trading him to free up some budget to bring new blood into the team. And you're probably wondering, who would want an out-of-form Anthony Davis? Well, it's not as complicated as you think. Since Davis is originally from Chicago, playing for the Bulls is probably a dream of his. And according to Sean Daveney of Heavy Sports, if the Lakers get fed up with Davis, Chicago would be the #1 destination to welcome the 29-year-old with open arms. But how would that deal even work? Who would the Lakers want in return for Anthony Davis? Any guesses? If you said Zach LaVine, then you're 100% correct. Just like how Davis is from Chicago, Zach played at UCLA and has talked about wanting to play at LA. Because look, the Lakers wanted AD to be the guy who took over the franchise after LeBron, and it's obvious he's not the guy to do that. Maybe LaVine can be. Sean also said this, which made a lot of sense, to be honest. Davis was supposed to be the guy to lead LA after King James, but it looks like they'll have to do some rethinking now. Following up, a really tough spot for the Lakers.
Best suits every individual, to better the team, and obviously it starts with AD.
Even if the Lakers were able to get talks started with the Bulls, it's far too early to pull off something so drastic. Of course, they'll have to wait before they can actually swap both players, but even thinking about it is an issue, since Davis will get a lot of opportunities to shine in the upcoming games. The game against Cleveland was an opportunity where Anthony could have stepped up to take charge and take the Lakers home, but we all know what happened, and while it's too early to even think about pulling off something so drastic, the Lakers are in a a dilemma right now. They know the gravity of the situation and how the team cannot function without making some changes. But like we said before, there are going to be a lot of opportunities for Davis to step up. It's just a matter of time though. If AD is able to pick things up and regain his form, then their patience will go appreciated. But if he's unable to turn things around, then the front office better get ready to get blasted in a couple of months. Now for hopelessness in LA.
But our focal point is and should always be to make sure he touches the ball.
You really got a feel for Lakers fans right now. If you think 2-10 is bad, don't forget they started this season losing 5 games in a row with a record 0-5. It's sad to see how some fans even talked about ditching the team and supporting some other city since the Lakers are beyond repair now. So does that mean Anthony Davis is the sole problem? What about Russell Westbrook? He hasn't been playing his part either, you know? Oh, and we didn't want to talk about this, but the front office better do something about the fans. You can't expect them to keep supporting an empty team now, can you? They've gone absolutely ballistic on social media, making all sorts of memes directed at the front office and the players. We're not sure what we should say, a former LA fan or an ex-fan. Whatever. A former LA fan even talked about how the front office should remove some letters and rename the team Losers. They've even been making memes on LeBron and how fed up he must be with his teammates for losing 10 games out of the 12 played. Oh, and it also spells a bit more trouble for the fans since King James might end up wanting to ditch the team for something better. We're pretty sure he doesn't want to spend the last couple of years at a team struggling to get their act together. Last but not least, do something, Rob.
Playmaking or a primary playmaker. 2 was shooting.
It's pretty unfair to pin everything on Anthony, to be honest. There are 5 players on the court, and if the team has had such a rocky start to the season, there's obviously a team problem. But what's surprising is that die-hard Lakers fans have actually started looking at Rob for the answers. Instead of rallying behind their players to build up some extra momentum, they're appealing directly to the owner in the hopes of bringing on some new talent. One fan pointed out how the Lakers don't have enough shooters and scorers, and that's the main reason why they've been struggling so much this season. If you ask us, we think the Lakers have shooters and scorers, but the fact that they're not in their groove is a different story. If everyone was performing, then it would be a team you don't want to mess with. But since everyone is going through something of their own, it's just difficult for everyone to gel together and produce some beautiful games of basketball. Still, if the fans have stopped connecting with the players only to appeal directly to the owner, then that spells a lot of trouble. It means they've officially had enough of all the on-court shenanigans as they look towards the real decision-maker to turn things around. Not sure about you, but we're expecting some trades in the future. Davis and Westbrook might just have to part ways with the Lakers. That's it from our side, folks. So what do you think? Should the Lakers just trade Davis for someone better? And will LA be able to make a dent in the standings this season? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.